It's Barbie. Bitch!
Hey girl. All right, so today we're doing this really cute, really fun Barbie inspired makeup look. Obviously brown girl friendly because, you know, can't hide the melanin. I've really been wanting to do a makeup like this because I've seen a lot of Barbie makeup tutorials, but I haven't really seen it done on women of color. Now, I have seen some Barbie makeup renditions on women of color, but I haven't seen anyone replicate this classic Barbie image on someone with brown skin. So I was like, let me give it a shot. I think I executed it pretty well. It's a really cute. I'm not in love with the lip color. I think they should have gave Barbie a more nude pink. But for the sake of this look and in terms of execution, I think, okay, I did pretty well. Now I'm gonna give you a detailed tutorial and breakdown on how I achieved this look. But before we get into it, if you are not subscribed already, first of all, what's your problem? Okay, do we have beef? Let me know. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be a part of the Soulful Shenanigans family. I would love to have you. We all would love to have you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, if you're ready to get into today's makeup look, let's go ahead and get started. This is gonna be so much fun. So I think I'm gonna do my brows off camera because they usually take me a bit. All right, so brows are done. Today I'm using for this look this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. This one is really old. You're not gonna find it. I know, fight me. But this one was with a collaboration. I think the girl's name was Amrezy. I don't know nothing about this person. Don't come for me. I just remember at the time I was like, that looks like a great palette. I'm gonna get it. And I do love this palette. It has a wonderful selection of eyeshadows, some really great brown girl friendly neutrals and deeps, and I really love the pinks in this eyeshadow palette. So I think it's perfect for today's looks because it's going to be very much pink. Doing my eyes, I like to make sure I have my brushes laid out first before I start. All right, so again, going into this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, this look is going to be a very, very pink, like a pinky brown cut crease sort of look. And I'll put up an inspo pic right up here so y'all can see like the look that we're going for today. So in this palette, I'm gonna start with a transition shade. This one, New Yorker. All right, we're gonna start with this one and we're gonna take it up really high, like just below the brow bone, and blend that out. And we're gonna use it as a transition between the highlight and the eyeshadow. And then now I'm going to go in with that sort of pinkish purple tone right there. And I'm going to use a really fluffy blending brush. Now I'm going to go in with another fluffy brush, just not as fluffy. I'm going to go in with this sort of neutral muted brown right here. And we're just going to get deeper and deeper into the crease. And then we don't want any harsh lines of demarcation, so we're gonna go back in and blend that out. All right, now we're going to deepen it even more. And I'm going in with this really dark chocolatey brown right here. I'm using a very precise eyeshadow brush and really getting into my crease. And again, going it back in with every brush and really blending that out. All right, and now for the fun part, we're gonna cut the crease using this HD concealer from Anika K in the shade number 4. And I'm using a flat angled eyeshadow brush. Well, it's not angled, it's slightly angled, it's more rounded. And if you've never done a cut crease before, a good tip to make sure that you're putting it where it's going to be visible. Place some concealer on the center of your eyelid. You want to place a pretty hefty amount And then you're gonna look all the way up, and then that concealer should leave a place marker, and that's a good indication of where you should cut your crease. And we are doing a full-on cut crease with this look. Okay, my son is in here now, so if you hear a bunch of noise.
Mommy?
And if you see a little afro walking around, that's it.
Mommy?
Yes. All right, now that the crease is cut, I'm going to go in. I'm back again with this Anastasia palette. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's like a pale, shimmery pink. You see that? It has a little bit of shimmer to it. And we're gonna pack that on where we cut the crease at. And remember, our goal in the cut crease, when we're doing the cut crease, our goal is not to blend. Our goal is to pack it in as much as possible to make it as pigmented as possible. All right, and now I want to make it a little bit more sparkly in the cut crease. I was gonna do this one, but now looking at this one, I'm like, that one looks better. But actually, this one has more of a gold tone, and I know you fucking were. Anyway, we're not using that one today. Like I was saying, I want to keep this look cool tone, so instead of going in with this one because it looks very gold, we're going to go in with this foil pink shade because it has more of a silvery tone to it. And to make it really pop, I'm going to wet my brush before I apply it. I'm going to wet it just with some setting spray, the Urban Decay All Nighter, and then I'm going to go in and pick up some of that foil eyeshadow and pop it right there on my lid. It may not be picking up on camera, but it is like really pretty. It looks very iridescent. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. All right, now we're going to clean up this cut crease. Going back in with the previous shades. I'm going to go back in with this one right here and the angle tipped eyeshadow brush and really concentrate it and clean up that line. And then, of course, blend it out with the previous brushes. All right, I am going to go ahead and apply my liner. I am using magnetic lashes today. The ones that I have are from Amazon. And I'm going to attempt to do a very dramatic winged eyeliner today, okay? I had to hold my breath for that one. Now, little pro tip, you see me over here drinking my coffee. It is always best to do the very precise makeup things before the caffeine kick in, girl, because you don't want to be putting on eyeliner or mascara or doing a cut crease and you got the jitters. I've only had a couple sips of my coffee because I want to make sure that the caffeine wasn't kicking in before I did this. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish my coffee. Now that my liner is on, I'm going to go ahead and go in with some mascara. And this is just a random mascara. Here it is. Nothing really special about it. I just picked it up somewhere. Here are the magnetic lashes that I was talking about. These ones are from Amazon. And in the inspo look that I shared with you, the lashes are very wispy. So I'm going to go with these lashes right here. I feel like they have the wispiest look out of all of these. These lashes are pretty full and long, but I think these are the wispiest ones, so we're gonna go with those. And applying magnetic lashes is so simple. Literally all you have to do is apply the liner, let it dry, and then pop the lashes right on. Yeah, that's the look. All right, so eyes are for the most part done. Now we're gonna move on to face. I am going to be using my Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation in the shade 33, and I'm going to use that pretty much on all the areas that I have dark spots. I don't like a full face of foundation. I pretty much just use it wherever I need it. This foundation is not my favorite, but it is pretty good. It's self-setting, it's mattifying, it's long wearing. The shade is a perfect match, and it doesn't make my skin look super oily or greasy throughout the day. When I'm applying my foundation, I do prefer a slightly sheer finish. I don't like full coverage. I do like for some of my imperfections to peek through, and I pretty much use foundation and just for like an overall even skin tone, not necessarily covering up all of my flaws, if that makes sense. I am going to go ahead and apply my concealer so they can set down a little bit. I'm going in with the Nicka K Perfection Multi-Use Concealer. This one is super coverage. And this one I'm using in the shade number 7. And I'm going to apply this to the center of my face. Alright, and then to really highlight, I'm going in with the Nicka K, again, HD Concealer in the shade number 4. This is a really pale but cool tone brown, and I'm going to apply that right here in the inner corners of my eyes, on the outer corners a little bit, and down the bridge of my nose. When I'm highlighting my nose, I like to do exclamation points, a little circle on the tip, and then a straight line going down. That's another one of those moments where you don't want to have any caffeine in your system, because then you end up with a crooked nose, girl. All right, and while that kind of sets in place and dries down a bit, I'm going to bronze slash contour with this Urban Decay foundation in the shade 37. It is way deeper than my actual skin tone, and so I like to use it to slightly bronze. And I'm going to do that using an angled fluffy face brush. Okay, and now I'm going to go in and blend out my under eye concealer. For my nose highlight, I like to blend that out using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, just to make sure it stays exactly where I put it. And now I'm going to go in with my foundation brush, no extra product, and blend out all of these harsh edges. And now I'm going to set my face, pretty much all the places up with concealer, using this Makeup Revolution translucent baking powder. I really love this baking powder. I haven't had it long, but it works really well. It's actually translucent. It doesn't leave any creasing, doesn't have any flashback, and it's a really fine powder. And I believe it was only $6 or $7 on Amazon. So yeah, really good stuff. And I like to use this really teeny tiny powder puff to set my concealer. Okay, so face is set. I'm going to contour and bronze using this contour duo kit from Nicka K. And I'm only using a little bit because I have already contoured. I'm pretty much just setting in place what I previously used. I'm also going to bronze my nose just a little bit. Now, moving on to blush. Don't come for me, okay? This is the only blush I could find in my makeup that I was like, goes perfectly with this look, the different tones of pink. You're probably not gonna be able to find this. It's quite old, as you can see. It's really beat up. This is a blush palette from Beauty Treats. I'm not even sure where I got this from, y'all. But I'm gonna use this like blue toned pink right here. And I'm gonna be using 2 different blushes today. I'm gonna start with this one. All right, and we're gonna go in very gently with this one and apply that to the apples of our cheeks. And y'all can find this one. And then going in with this Nika K blush palette in Pink Crush, I'm going to use this very shimmery pink right here. I'm going to use that not directly on top, but I'm going to use this more so towards the top of my cheeks. And I like using this one higher up because it has a little bit of glitter and sparkle in it. So it also kind of acts as a highlighter. So pretty. Okay, a few more things. I was trying not to make this video super long. We need to finish up the eyeshadow bottom lash line. So I'm going to go back in with this Anastasia palette. And we're going to take that deep brown shade right here with our angled brush. We're going to put that right along the lash line. Then using a small fluffy eyeshadow brush, going to go in with that muted brown shade right here and sort of smoke out that bottom eyeshadow. Okay, and now mascara. So it is coming together. All right, final step. Oh, let me go ahead and spray my face. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And I'm gonna push that in. Now I think I have found the perfect lip combo for this look. However, unfortunately, a lot of my makeup is outdated, so you're probably not gonna find it. If I'm able to find it for you, I promise you I will leave the link down in the description, whatever I can find. I'm gonna line my lips using this Nika K gel lip liner in the shade Rich Brownie. This is a good liner, very pigmented, very creamy, but like once you run out of that initial tip, it's like, how do you sharpen it? There's no instructions. And now my resolution may be a little ghetto, but it works. I just use an electric pencil sharpener and I sharpen it that way. Not the best, but gets the job done. Now hopefully they come out with some type of instruction video so we can figure out how these are actually supposed to be used. But for right now, this is what we're working with. And this was maybe not the best shade for today's lip, but it was the best shade I could find for today. It really don't matter because I'm covering it up anyway. Now I found the perfect lipstick. I have never used this lipstick. It came with, I think, some makeup kit that my mom bought me years ago. As you can tell, like, it's fresh. I've never used this, but it's literally the perfect pink. And this is from the brand Shawnee, I believe. This lipstick does not have a color. I believe it came in like one of those cheap makeup kits, you know, that you get from like Macy's or something. And you definitely have to pack it on to get some payoff, but the color is spot on. Okay, so we have that one, and it also comes with a matching gloss. I'm going to use the gloss as well. Okay, that's the color that we wanted. That is pretty much the finished look. Let me go ahead and take my hair down. That's pretty much it for today's video. I really love the way this makeup turned out. It is super cute, very fun, very pink. If you want to know more detailed information about this hair, I do have a full review over on my YouTube channel, so you can click over here to go check it out. I'll also leave it linked down in the description box below, so make sure you hit that more button. If you're enjoying this type of content here on my channel, comment the phrase makeup girly down below. That lets me know that you all are interested in these makeup videos, and it encourages me to make more wonderful content like this. And if you want to check out any of the products that I used in today's video, All of the ones that I can find direct links to, I promise I will have it down in the description box. So make sure you click that more button right here so you can get the direct links to all of today's products. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around all the way through to the end. I really appreciate you. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.